incidents reported, but the women don't follow through. So a lot of education is needed.
Now, going back to a previous story, there were 3 reported incidents involving buses on Monday as the government launched the rural school bus system. A minor accident in St. Anne and 2 separate incidents involving public transportation operators didn't hurt what Darrell Vaz says was a good rollout of the first of 3 phases of the new system. Carla Ramdeen tells us more.
The government's new rural school bus system officially got underway Monday morning with the rollout of 60 buses across all parishes. The initiative is aimed at easing the daily struggles of student commuters in rural communities while providing safer and more reliable transportation.
There were some challenges in terms of the timing of the buses and the time that students came out. So you would expect that this week is going to be a week that you're going to have to be able to tweak at the end of this week. So we're going to do a review at the end of this week.
I'm not hearing anything. Is that okay?
Routes might need to be adjusted, but overall, I think it went very well in terms of the actual rollout of the first 60 buses, which were published and committed by the government of Jamaica. So we have 40 more that will come out and roll out between September and November.
But the launch was not without challenges. Transport Minister Darrell Vaz has confirmed that 3 incidents were reported. Vaz explained that one of the buses was involved in a minor accident in Runaway Bay, St. Anne, after dropping off students, adding no one was injured in the accident.
But that is of concern, obviously. And secondly, there are 2 incidents, one in Mavis Bank, which is now on social media, and one at the Yorkcaster school entrance, where private bus operators deliberately blocked the school buses from accessing the school, and also in Mavis Bank deliberately blocking the school bus to cause a traffic jam.
Vaz stressed that these incidents were isolated and assured the public the buses had been properly tested and are fully equipped to handle rural terrain.
Make it seem as if the bus is unable to navigate the terrain to get up to Mavis Bank, which is totally not true because we've done all the tests on those routes. So that's the downside, and I just want to appeal to all Jamaica that the election is over, the people have spoken, and I'm just asking everybody to just let us embrace this rural school bus system because it's to benefit all of rural Jamaica. Not one set, not one color, not one creed, or not one political affiliation.
Meanwhile, one bus driver who transported children in St. Anne told CVM News the buses are durable and safe for children.
They have a GPS tracking devices installed. They have the cameras to monitor what is taking place on the bus while it is routing. Some of them are built with, listening to your conversation. They have geofencing, so, we cannot go out of bound, right? So I was told that there will be an app that will be provided, where the parents can download. So they'll be able to use that app to top up their card, and also they can use it to monitor where their child or children are.
Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
And it's time for a break. Our live interview segment comes up next.
Make money now with local City and Guilds and ABE endorsed certificates and Distinction College. Start new online and face-to-face classes very soon in our Make Money Now career courses and get qualified jobs worldwide or start your own business in practical pediatric, geriatric, and psychiatric nursing, phlebotomy and pharmacy technician, early childhood education, childcare, cashiering, call center, event planning, receptionist, customer service, housekeeping, waitering, food preparation, bartending, cake baking, plumbing, motor vehicle, electrical installation, air conditioning, makeup, hairdressing, nail technician, and cosmetology. No subjects acquired, no age limit. Register this week and get City and Guilds Maths and English classes for free. Call us at 3564167 877.
You know what's sweet? The new pack sweet living promotion. Win great prizes. Living room set or bedroom set or kitchen appliance set. Plus 2 consolation prizes of AC units. Send in 5 new pack labels or receipts. Labels must belong to at least the new pack canned beans or peas, new pack ketchup, and new pack oil categories. Fill out the tagline. New pack, more than just value. Place your entry in one of the drop boxes at participating outlets. Enter by mail or online at newpackjamaica.com. Time to live sweet. Enter the new pack sweet living promotion. July 13th to September 6th. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Welcome back to CVM News at noon. Now, as the new school year begins, the debate over grooming and uniform policies are once again front and center. From tight pants and certain hairstyles to the type of shoes students wear, questions are now being raised about whether strict enforcement is keeping children out of the classroom. To discuss these issues and others, we are now joined by Stuart Jacobs, who is the president of the National Parent-Teacher Association of Jamaica. Welcome, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you, Amar. Thanks for having me, and good afternoon to you and your listeners.
So this conversation that's ongoing right now, it's unfortunately nothing new. Every year we hear concerns about grooming policies in schools, from hairstyles to uniforms. As the head of NPTAJ, what's your position on how schools should balance discipline with students' right to self-expression?
Let's look at it for the instant. The instant is that we have children who are out of the classroom, are coming from the summer break, and they're out of the teacher-learning contact isn't happening. So that's first and foremost. They need to get them in the classroom. So our stance is, instead of having them out on the streets where they are left to the mercy of the elements out there, is to take them into the school space where they are safe, almost guaranteed safety. Have them in a special classroom where there's mentorship happening, the guidance counselor, and the parents are called in. And the parents are called in where you have a fulsome meeting with parent and student. And so when that is done, parent and student leaves the space, and then when they come back, they will be following the rules. If that's not happening, then we are going to have the situation over and over again. The long-term, medium, long-term is for administrators and parents to look at what is considered a subculture that is now creeping into our society, that has crept into our society, where children think that they should dress a certain way, and the school is holding fast to what they consider their standard. And so the standard must be maintained, but at the same time while the standard is maintained, we need to listen to what is happening, or what our society is saying. And I say to parents, follow the rules. If the rule exists that you do not dress a particular way, you do not groom your hair a particular way, follow the school rules and await the wisdom that comes along with patience to have this either adjusted, changed, or you have a choice to change your child from that school. But do not flaunt the rules and then create this disruption in the school. And so it is a two-way thing. It's not to chastise anyone. Our position is not to chastise anyone. There has to be a middle ground. And I do hope that come the next school year, we don't have this problem. And we are going to be at the forefront asking the ministry, asking the school administrators to have this dialogue where there is some understanding. Because it has to be a paradigm shift of understanding. But the understanding must also come with accepting. If a rule exists, you follow it. If you go to certain institutions to work or to perform or to exist, you have to dress in a particular way. If the school says you have to dress a particular way, follow the school rules. Mm-hmm. And then while you're following the school rules, then you can argue. Then you can argue in a particular way, or you can adjust it.
So,
but it must never be that way the rules.
Mr. Jacobs, you said something a while ago that I will touch on shortly, but to go back to what you first said, which was you suggesting somewhat of an alternative as opposed to schools locking out students. Of course, as you mentioned, it's a two-way street, but would you agree with critics who say that the schools are being too strict by locking out the students altogether? Do you think that this lockout that's happening is in any way undermining students' access to education?
No way, no. As a matter of fact, it's teaching them. The teaching that when you become an adult and you break the civic law, you're going to be punished. If you break the civic law and you commit a crime, you're locked away. And what they're saying is that, look, if I should allow you in the school flaunting the rules, what message am I sending as a school administrator to the other? So you have a school with 1,800 students, and you have less than 1% breaking the rules. That less than 1% can come in, and within a day or two, the entire population is breaking the rules. That's what will happen. So you have to isolate. You need to separate those who are breaking the rules to ensure that they do not dig deep into the very culture of your school and spoil it. So do not leave them on the streets. Do not leave them on the streets. You have a responsibility as a school administrator. Take them in. Take them in.
So earlier,
yes.
So earlier you said, come next school year, you're hoping that this doesn't repeat itself. We're merely about a day officially into this school year. Is it too late to fix what we see happening yesterday?
I shouldn't have said next year, next school term, because we're going to take you a little while to sit with the stakeholders to fix it and to have that understanding and acceptance. So I really meant to say next school term, not school year. We don't need to wait another 9 months to fix something like this. It's an easy fix, because what it is just humans sitting down and accepting and understanding.
So speaking of that stakeholder conversation, how exactly could the government and schools and parents work together to resolve this issue?
You would want to have in the room an anthropologist, somebody who is going to speak on.
All right, we seem to be having some technical challenges there. Mr. Jacobs, are you still with us?
Culture, defining culture. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead.
Then, so when you have like an anthropologist there, a sociologist in the room also, and you have people from the ministry, principals, guidance counselors, the NPTAJ, sitting there and looking at it to have this clear